Hey, I'm Jess. If it's your first time joining me, good to meet you. Thank you for coming. If you've been here before, welcome back and thanks for coming back. Today we're going to work through our core. So firstly to say, if you've been to my classes, you know this when I talk about core, it's not this one-dimensional abs that seems to spring to mind. I want it to be thought of as this entire cylinder of our body. So when I'm talking about core, I'm including in that, yes, your abs, your diaphragm, so how we breathe impacts this, your pelvic core, so that's the top and the bottom of that cylinder. And then you've got at the front, your abs, transverse abdominis, and then along the back of your spine, your entire spine is covered in these muscles. And that is included. That's a huge part of having a strong and healthy core. We have our psoas and lots of muscles in the center, which the psoas is like the core of our core almost. So trying to stay away from this idea that we're just going to do some crunches and build up these abs. We're going to move through this entire circumference. We're also going to work on hips, including those, as they're really inextricably linked to our core. So we don't need any props necessarily. Blocks are always handy if you have some. Otherwise, you should be all good today to just hop on straight into it. So to start, we will lay on our backs in constructive rest. You can play around with where you place your feet here. This is supposed to feel really restful, really restorative. So you can have your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, walk them in or away from your pelvis and allow your knees to flop and fall in on each other. You can have your hands palm face up, or you could have one hand to heart, one hand to belly, whichever speaks to you today. Taking a moment to settle your mind, to come back to center and feel grounded. A few rounds of breath. You're not changing anything, just noticing each inhale, each exhale. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice, you're really welcome to do that. Take a moment here. Otherwise, just stay with that breath. And then we will begin to move. We'll start to warm up through our core, get it going. So you can reach both legs long onto the mat. Bring your arms overhead. Your palms will come face up. And then you're going to start by reaching this right leg to the sky. So flex your toes. Your toes, that means they're pointing in towards your face. Reach through your heel. And then from here, you're going to lower halfway or wherever is within your range right now. Hold here. Allow that belly button knit in towards your spine. You're still keeping that gentle lumbar curve, but there is a bit of a core engagement happening. From here, lower a little bit more, just to hover that heel above the mat. Take a few rounds of breath. Stay with it. Knit those lower ribs in if they're flaring out quite a bit. And then release that foot all the way down. We'll do the same thing left side. So in your own time, when you're ready, reach that left leg long. So your legs are making this L shape. Flex your toes, so your toes are pointing down towards your face. Your palms are face up over your head. And then lower halfway. Core is engaged. Breathe. And then lower to hover just above the mat. Again, check in with those ribs. Keep them from flaring out. Another breath here. On your next exhale, let your leg fall to the floor. Then you can bring your arms down by your side. You have the option for this one to bring your hands underneath your sit bones and then reach both legs up towards the sky. Same thing, flex your toes, point them towards your face. So either you're sitting on your hands for a little bit more support or you have them down to the side by your body. And then from here, you have the option again, bend your knees, and that will decrease the intensity. And then you want to lower halfway. It's going to feel a little bit more full on. Hold and breathe. Bend your knees if you need. And then you're going to lower a little bit more. You might notice that lumbar curve is really starting to come away from the mat. Keep your ribs in. Deep breaths. And then lower all the way down. Let your feet hit the ground. And from here, you can hug your knees into your chest. Maybe moving side to side for a moment. Massage your spine. Let everything release. And then from here, rock and roll along your spine, coming all the way up to a seated position. And then we'll get these hips moving. So from here, we've got the soles of our feet touching. It doesn't matter really in this moment how close or how far these heels are from your pelvis. Just find what works for you. And you want that long spine, so roll your shoulders back, maybe close your eyes for a moment. Recenter, come back to your core, your breath. And then what we're going to do is remove our hands from this. So bring your hands to prayer, your thumbs come to your sternum. Shift your weight back, so you're tilting back, long spine, and then extend both legs long, and then sit forward again. Same thing, shift your weight back, bring the soles of feet to touch and sit forward. Do it a few times, sit back, extend your feet long. Sit back, bring the soles of feet to touch. Do one more this way and then we're going to add on. Extend both feet long, sit back and bring the soles of your feet to touch. Now we'll add in Navasana, boat pose. Shift your weight back. Bring your legs long and sit forward. Shift your weight back. This time, come into boat pose. Don't need to take the full expression of it. So it could be that both feet are down and knees are bent and you've got a long spine and your core is quite active here. It might be that you lift one leg. It might be that you lift two legs. And it might be that you extend your arms and reach through your fingertips. Hold and breathe. And then release, bring your soles of feet to touch. We're back in this butterfly pose. Shift your weight back, extend both feet long. Shift your weight back and find boat pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, butterfly pose. One last time. Come back and just move straight into boat pose here. Long spine, deep breath. And then cross your legs, come on over, find your tabletop. Tabletop, you want to have your hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips, press the tops of your feet down into the mat, spread your fingers wide. Neutral spine, so tuck that chin. Take a moment. Then we'll take a few cat-cows. Inhale, let your belly fall, gaze lift, tailbone lifts. Exhale, arch through your spine, push the mat away. Inhale, belly falls, gaze lifts. Exhale, cat pose. A few more in your own time. Inhale. And exhale, arch through your back. Inhale, belly falls. Exhale, push the mat away, round through your spine. And then let's come back to center here. Just going to move straight through into some planks. So from here, tuck your toes, maybe walk your hands out a little bit in front of you and set yourself up for plank. Your knees can stay down, your knees might be lifted. Wherever you are is perfect. Core is engaged, hips are high. Shift your weight forward a little bit. And then you're going to walk your hands out in front of you for a long plank. Just getting fired up through some other parts of our core. A couple of breaths. And then walk your hands in. And one more time, walk those hands out in front of you. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk your hands in. And then push all the way up to down dog. Hips are high. Bend in your knees. Press the mat away, lengthen through your spine. Let your head be heavy. Deep breath in, and then exhale. Right foot comes forward, low lunge. Press down into the mat with this front right foot. Either staying here or option to bring your weight down into that left hand, bend that back leg and grab hold of your left foot with your right hand. Taking a bit of a quad stretch, bit of a twist. Deep breath in. Exhale, release that grip. Plant your hand down, step back, find your down dog. Stay here for a moment and we'll come into the same thing on the other side. Inhale deeply. Exhale, left foot comes forward, back knee comes down, low lunge. From here, either staying with your lunge, right hand comes down to the mat, twist around and grab hold of that back right foot with your left arm. Steady your breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, release your foot, release your hand down, step back, down dog. Come back to center here. Every time we come to down dog is a time just to check back in. See where you're at physically, mentally. Notice where your mind is and steady your breath. Gently begin to walk your feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. So you can bend deeply through your knees. Bring your belly down towards your thighs and let your head be heavy, feeling that spine lengthen towards the earth, feeling it decompress, space coming between each vertebrae. Head is heavy. If you want to grab opposite elbows, you are welcome to. And find some softness here. Really slowly begin to slowly stack your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Arms are heavy and dangling. Roll your shoulders back. Head lifts last. And ground down through your feet. Wiggle your toes and just take a moment before we start to flow. Deep breath in. Extend your arms overhead, gaze lift for a gentle back bend. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinge at your hips, bend in your knees. Inhale, half lift. Let's remove the hands. So bring your hands to prayer using those muscles along your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gently roll up this time. Slowly stacking your spine, roll your shoulders back, head comes up last. Inhale, extend your arms, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Press the mat away, hands to prayer. Use your spine. Exhale, fold. And this time, as you rise up to Tadasana, press your feet into the mat. Sweep your arms in front and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot steps back. Low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands come down, step back, find plank, stay here for a breath. Shift your weight forward. Lower all the way down with control. Inhale, Sphinx, elbows under your shoulders, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips. You're in your forearm plank. Either stay here or flip your front palms and peel them up and away from the mat towards your shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, let's meet in down dog. Push the mat away, lengthen through your spine, lift through your hips. Your heels might start to ease a little bit more towards the floor. Deep breath in. Exhale, right foot comes forward, low lunge, back knee down. Inhale, extend your arms. Exhale, hands come down, float your back foot in, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press the mat away and down, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands through the midline. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back, broad collarbone. Exhale, left foot comes back, low lunge, back knee down. Extend your arms overhead, low lunge. Deep breath in. And exhale, hands come down, step back, plank. Stay here for a moment. Hips are high, round through your shoulders. Shift your weight forward and lower down with control. Keep those elbows in tight to your body. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, tuck your toes back to your forearm plank. Deep breath. Either staying here or flip your palms and then come up onto your elbows. Peel your hands away from the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, down dog. Coming back to center for this one. Settle your mind. Come back to each breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot forward, back knee down. Reach your arms overhead, low lunge. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands down, back foot steps in, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down through your heels, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, hands through heart center. So we'll build on that. Inhale, lengthen your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Let your head go, let everything go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right foot comes back, high crescent lunge. Bend through that back right knee. Sit a little bit deeper, reach through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step back, plank. Stay here. Shift your weight forward, lower all the way down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, you guessed it, forearm plank. From here, either staying here or bring that right hand in towards that left wrist. And then you're going to come onto the outer edge, baby toe edge of that right foot. And find side plank. Lift through your hips. reach through your fingertips. Deep breath. And then exhale, come on back over, forearm plank. Bring that left hand in this time towards the right wrist. Shift your weight over to the left foot. Reach over through your fingertips. Lift through your hips. And then you're going to make your way back, forearm plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, down dog. Deep breaths, steady everything. Inhale. And then on your next exhale, step that right foot forward. Back knee bends. Press the mat away as you reach your arms overhead. Deep breath in. And exhale, step that left foot forward and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, high crescent lunge. Back knee bends, root to rise. Use the earth, the mat as a prop. Push it away. Strong and grounded through your feet. Deep breath in. And then exhale, hands come down, step back, plank. Stay here. Shift your weight forward. Lower all the way down with control. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, forearm plank. Two options here. Either you could do the lifting palms, you could stay where you are, you can take those side variations, or if you want to move into dolphin and then walk your feet in, lift your hips high, so it's like down dog but with forearms. If you have a forearm balance in your practice, you can take that here. Otherwise, just holding your dolphin, moving through those other variations if that's where you are. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk your feet back out. Forearm plank. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, meet on back up in down dog. And check in here. Hips to the sky. Spread your fingers wide. Deep breath in. Exhale, left foot steps forward, high crescent lunge. Sweep your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Float that back foot in and fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, let everything go. Inhale, sweep your arms, extend them overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, sit on down into a boat pose, into a Utkatasana chair pose. So from here, imagine you're sitting in a chair, sit your hips down. You can have your hands to prayer. Oscillate the weight between your heels and your toes. And just feel the different things that happen through your body with that subtle change. Knit your lower ribs in. And then from here, inhale as you reach your arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach your arms. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. So you're back in your chair pose. Sit a little deeper. And then slowly come all the way down. Find your boat pose. your variation. Feet can be down, knees can be bent. You can straighten up through those legs, but you want a straight spine, shoulders back, broad collarbone. Reach through your fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower halfway down, half boat. Shoulders stay lifted. Reach through your heels, reach through your fingers. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, lower down, halfway. One more, inhale. Boat pose, exhale. Lower down, shoulders stay lifted. Stay and hold, hover, and then release. Come on down. Catch your breath. So we've worked every part of our core here. Spine, our diaphragm, all of it. We'll do a couple more. So from here, imagine we're going to come into happy baby. So bend your knees, feet come down to meet the mat. And then we're going to bring those knees up towards your shoulders. But then imagine, so we're coming into a supine crow, and just crow on our back or bakasana on our back. Imagine that you're pressing into the mat with your feet. Reach your hands up in between your legs and then squeeze up so your shoulders come lifted off, and then press your elbows into the inner edge of your knees, squeezing up. And this is the exact setup we take with crow. Only difference here is that we are removing gravity, still engaging similar muscle groups. And then release, come back down for a moment. Do one more. We'll add in a side crow. When you're ready, bring those knees back up towards your shoulders. And then reach your arms up in the middle, elbows to the inner edge of those knees. And then you're going to twist to the left. So you want that right elbow to be on the outer edge of that left knee. Press the mat away. Both shoulders are still lifted. Squeeze it up. Then come back to center. And then you're going to come out to the left. Same thing. That elbow to the outer edge of that knee. Push the mat away. Imagine pushing the mat away. Both shoulders are up. And then come back one more to center, squeezing up as much as you can. And then release, come on back down. Let your feet come down. Let your arms come away. So you're back in that constructive rest that we started in. Allow everything to soften for a moment. We'll take a gentle bridge pose before we finish off. So bend your knees, both feet come down towards the mat. You kind of want it to be that your heel is close enough that you can graze with your fingertips. It's roughly the distance to be at. And then from here, palms are face down. Push with your feet and your hands as you squeeze in your glutes and reach your pelvis towards the sky. Tuck your chin to allow that spine along the back of your neck to lengthen towards the mat. Glutes stay switched on, pushing up. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly roll everything down, one vertebrae at a time. Pelvis comes down last. And then we'll do the same again, either taking that same variation or you have the option this time to interlace your arms under your back. Deep breath in. Exhale, push on up. So you're coming all the way up, engage through your glutes. This time you can walk those shoulders underneath you a little bit, interlace your fingers, and then you're going to press the mat away with those baby fingers, using those as leverage to maybe get a little bit more height. Keep your knees strong, pressing down through your feet. And hold for another moment. Deep breath in. Exhale, release that grip. Slowly lower down, one vertebrae at a time. Hips come down last. And then again, so you can take either of those variations, or you can move into a bridge or a wheel pose. So I'll cue briefly wheel. Same, you've got your feet roughly the same space as you did in those bridge poses. Bring your arms by your ears, your hands by your ears. Your fingertips are facing towards your shoulders. And then from here, while pressing the mat away with your feet, do the same with your hands. So press into your hands and peel yourself up. Bring your gaze towards the space between your hands. Deep breath. Wherever you are, glutes engaged. And then slowly lower down with control and make your way back to the mat. You can hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Moving side to side, massage your spine. Let your feet come down, bent knees, cactus your arms out to the side. And then just windshield wiper your legs over from left to right. Let them fall as much as possible each side. Neutralizing our spine. Couple more. And then come on back to center. Extend both feet long onto the mat. Come into Shavasana. Grab a blanket if you have one, a pillow, whatever you need. This is that sacred, special time where you just let yourself be. In Shavasana, taking that time to know that there's nothing to do or fix for these brief few minutes. Everything is as it should be in this moment. Allow that back body to be heavy. Top body is soft and melting. And you're very welcome to spend some more time here. I really encourage it. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Don't forget to share and like and comment and subscribe and all those things. May you be safe, may you be happy, may you be healthy, and may you live a life of ease. Namaste.